What's going on, guys, and welcome to my Saber tutorial. I thought I'd show you guys how to use Saber, which is a new plugin I just got. I'll put a link down in the description. It's actually a free plugin to get, so just go ahead and download that and you can go ahead and follow along. I'll try to recreate exactly what I did here, but hopefully you don't get lost along the way. But alright, here's my new composition. Okay, first thing we're going to do is mask out asana, and what I'm going to do is draw the first mask with you, and then I'll time lapse when I drew this one, so you can just see the process. I also listen to some nice music, so I recommend that while I mask. So let's go ahead and get started. Tap I to go to the beginning, and then let's go ahead and tap G so we have our pen tool selected. And then I use the scroll wheel to zoom in and move around, so like zoom with it and then click to move the footage. And then I start off the composition like this and then start drawing. I click and drag. That's the important part, is clicking and dragging, because you can do curves a lot quicker than if you just like clicked, because it just pinpoints like that, and you don't want to do that. It'll take forever. So yeah, just click and drag, go along the whole thing. I'm gonna do it kind of fast here. You might want to be a little more accurate, depending on, it all depends on you though, what you want accomplished. But I'm usually pretty meticulous and precise when I do masks. Okay. Clicking and dragging, you'll get the hang of it as you start doing this more, because you can almost just move your pen tool without stopping. If you get really good at it, you can almost just go like this. I messed up right there, but you get the point. Okay, and as you'll see in the tutorial, I actually didn't mask out this little part just because I was being lazy. But if you want to mask that out, you can do that. So I'm gonna tap M to bring up the mask right here, and then hit stopwatch for the mask path. Okay, so now we've got the mask done for that one frame, but as you can see, these other frames are all messed up, so you literally have to go frame by frame and adjust each one. So once you find a frame that moves, so right there, go before it, and then put the put a keyframe down, so it's the same between these two. And then when it changes, you can adjust it. So you go here and then just like this and adjust it. If you want, if it's easy for you to see, you can duplicate your layer and then get rid of the mask underneath, so you can kind of see where you want everything to finish, and so you don't actually cut anything off. But that's pretty much it for drawing the mask. I'll go ahead and time lapse my masking that I did earlier, but just don't go too crazy. Listen to some good music and you'll be fine. Okay, as you can see here, I've got my mask finished. So now we are ready to add Saber in and adjust our settings in that. So what you want to do is actually take the mask layer and duplicate it. Okay, so the one on top is going to be Asana, and then the middle one's going to be the Saber. So let's go ahead and add Saber to that. And then you want to go to customize core and change this to layer mask. Okay, so I think it was electric. No, it wasn't electric, it was Inferno, I think. Let's double check actually. It was Portal. Okay, I'll mess around with a couple of them. Portal, elemental P, here we go. Okay, so as you can see, like, you've got the Saber the way you want it, but the background is blacked out because that's what Saber does. So what we need to do is change the layer mode of Saber layer to add or to overlay, whichever one you like. I think I used add. Okay, I'm gonna increase the spread just a little bit. No, not the spread. It's the core size. Excuse me. Just a little bit there, and then that's pretty much it for her. So let's go ahead and add our text next. So I'm gonna go up here, click our text tool, and then type in yes. Okay. Scale it up. I'm gonna change the anchor point to the middle. Okay. And this one's gonna be a little bit different because to mask out these letters, you don't want to do that manually. It's kind of annoying. So what you want to do is actually right click and then click create mask from text, and then it does it all for you. So let's go ahead and move that underneath the original and bring the original back in. It turns it off for some reason, I'm not sure why, but let's go to our outlines and then put Saber on it. And the same thing, customize core, layer mask, and then layer mode, add. And this one I had, let's check to see what it was at. I changed it to fuel, so let's do that. Fuel. There it is. Okay. I think I changed the position of it just a little bit to give it kind of a 3D double look. It's just about there. Okay. So what we have now. These look a little bright. I'm going to adjust this some. Intensity down. As you can see, the background looks a little too light for our Saber effects, so let's just bring the brightness down of our background. Actually, not the brightness, but curves. So let's go in here, curves, and just pull it down some. About there. And then I'm gonna do the opposite with Asana. So let's go to her, Control Alt Shift E to add the same effect, and then I'll bring the upside up and the bottom side down. Okay, so that's pretty much the visuals we want there. So now let's go ahead and do the motion, which is a 3D camera that I use. So what you have to do is change everything to 3D layers, like that, and then Control Alt Shift C, add a camera, and then you just once you change the position of the camera, it's going to change everything that's 3D layers. So you just tap P to change the position, and I'm going to separate the dimensions, and then the Z position is the one you want to change. So let's keyframe that, and then bring this keyframe like down here, and then let's tap I to go to the beginning of our clip, and bring the position up. And as you can see, the text and asana look moving at the same rate, which is actually what we don't want. So to fix that, let's Control Z that. So fix that, we're gonna change the position of the text to where it's at a different level in the parallax of the camera. So what you do is, well, first let's parent these together. So we only have to change one of them, and then tap key, and then change the C position up, or down, excuse me, like that. Okay, let's move it into frame a little bit more, and then let's bring the scale down just a little bit. Okay, and then let's take a look. Once we change this position, how much it changes in comparison. See that there's a little bit of a parallax to the rest of the footage. I'm gonna make it parallax even more so you can see it for sure. I'm just gonna make that number really small. Scale it. Okay, now watch this. Alright, so let's select both these keyframes and hit F9, go to our graph editor, and then turn the graph like this. Hold shift to keep the line flat. Alright, and then let's take a look. Okay, it's not bad. I think the last thing I did there was add rotation to the text. Just tap R and then change the Z rotation. Like, I think I turned it like that or something. Same thing here. Hit F9 on, after you select them, and then like this. Hold shift. Okay. And then I added some, oh that's right, I added some wiggle and blur. So let's hit Control Alt Y to add an adjustment layer. And then I added, well, motion tile first so it doesn't get cut off. Motion tile. And then let's do our wiggle position. And then I'll change the wiggle amount to 30. Oop. 30, and then blur, Gaussian blur. Keyframe that. Go to the beginning and then change the number up to like 80, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, and there you have it. You have Saber and After Effects. But yeah, as you can see from the long list of options you have in, where's that? In Saber, there's so many different ways you could do this. It all depends on what you want to get. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this one. Go ahead and leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week.